This is proof that the internet has no standards.
You can literally go viral for the dumbest reasons. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Just One Bite. I'm one of your hosts, Tiff at Take One for the Road.
And I'm Nina at Psychofood. And, I think we definitely look so posh today. So it's funny that we're talking about all the dumbest reasons why we've gone, viral for.
Yeah, it'll be a nice, nostalgic look back on our content creation journey and all the silly, fun moments.
I know. We'll talk about other stuff too that I feel like are pretty dumb stuff that people have gotten really big for. But I'm not to say they didn't succeed, because I feel like, you do you, boo. Because I'm like, if you got famous for I don't know, something that's so not. Actually, I'm the best example. I got pretty not big, but I definitely went pretty viral for my forehead, and that's kind of dumb. I feel
yeah, it's just silly.
It's very silly.
It's things you would not expect to go viral for. It's we kind of wanted our other content to go viral, things we put our blood, sweat, and tears into, creating visually appealing content, restaurant reviews, travel content, and it's no. The audience doesn't want that. The audience wants to see Nina's forehead.
Yeah, I was so upset because, a month or so ago, I posted this video about this really great Indian restaurant. Shout out to Ashoka, the Great. That's in Artesia, California. But I posted that a review video, how I usually do, rating the food, the prices, and all that. And then it didn't do the best right away, because I think it only hit at I don't know, 5 to 8K views. And then the next thing that I posted was me where I was at the same restaurant, and it wasn't the restaurant, it was a me issue. I was cleaning my fork because I just ate a spoonful, but I used a fork of rice, and then I ate it, and then I was starting to choke on the rice, and I was holding this pasta that, by the way, was super delicious, but I was getting ready to eat the pasta, and then I could feel that the rice that I finished off from my fork went down the wrong tube in my throat, and then I started coughing before I even took a bite of the pasta, and then I was already recording, so I just was obviously not focused on the camera in that moment. I was trying to laugh off me basically almost dying from choking on this piece of rice. And then I was with my cousin, and then she's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And then I was like, and I was just coughing through this whole video. And then I was trying to meditate in that same 40 seconds, and it was just me kind of laughing at myself, but I was still coughing. And then I was drinking water, I'm still laughing, but I'm also still choking. And then I paused, and then I was like, this isn't gonna work. And you could see all that happening in my mind in this short video. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna post this. And then that night, I think it went up to 100,000 views, and I was like, wow, people just wanted me to have this food fail. But I definitely think those do the best when it's a food fail, or not what you're expecting. I wasn't expecting to choke, but it's okay if that's what the people want. That's fine with me. But
give them more then. I guess you're gonna have to choke on everything.
I know, but I'm not gonna sacrifice my mouth, my throat, and my being trying to choke on everything that I eat.
Nina's so passionate about giving you guys good content and entertainment. She's willing to die on the job for you guys.
That's actually quite crazy. I don't know how to do that for you guys, but no, I'm kidding. But afterwards, I posted that vision board activity I did with my cousins too, and then I posted this thing. If you guys have seen it, I probably already talked about it in this season's episodes, but my forehead just freaking blew up overnight, and then I literally pulled that from another trend that I think I mentioned in our first episode of the year, where it was like,
A
there was a
dog.
dog, and then the dog is like spacing out, and then I was like, okay, let me do a play on that. So I did like, instead of a dog, I was like, oh, when your girlfriend like almost formed a thought, and then I was like, and then I had my like boyfriend directing me, because he was like, okay, I think you need to look a little more like. So I did, and that was my second take, but I think it was still pretty funny because the angle of where he shot at was point 0.5. Point 0.5 is like my best friend, and then like it was from here, and I think it looked already like silly, but people in the comments were like, oh my gosh, like she finally gained consciousness, oh my gosh, does she know she's alive?
She evolved.
She evolved. And like I tried to really like keep pushing out stuff like that, where I'm like, these are stuff that I would say to myself, like, oh my god, I look so like dumb in this video, but or I look so silly. But I think that's what people don't want to show on social media. Like they don't want to show how like dumb they might look, or they're more conscious about it. But I'm not very conscious about how I look, like aside from like in the sense of like how I videotape myself or I film myself. But yeah, those like dumb videos always do so well. Like it's always like the ones that I'm like,
You put no effort.
I know. And then it's also the way that like most of the time like you put so much effort into one video and like a review, looking up the restaurant and whatever. And of course the ones that are like silly or just like an accident, they always do well. But I say keep rolling all the time.
No, I feel like embarrassing things always happen to you and me,
Yeah.
but people will eat that up.
Yeah, they love,
Or
I
they,
don't know.
Or maybe they like watching me suffer.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
people like seeing us fail. Like, I think people genuinely love the entertainment of us, or just people not succeeding.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of crazy.
It's okay. We're thriving.
Yeah, we're thriving under all your humiliation. Like, keep going and keep coming. Keep
Fine.
coming
We
at
have
me.
no shame.
Yeah.
Honestly, Nina and I have no shame. So
Yeah, and I think it's like, you gotta like make light of all the funny stuff.
you
Like,
gotta
that's
embrace
happening.
it.
Yeah, and you know, I'm romanticizing my life in my own way. So give me a break, okay? Like I think I find myself funny, and I'm like,
You are very
I
funny,
think,
Nina.
well, I'm gonna like keep going at it. Even if you don't find it funny, I don't care. Like I think it's funny, and then when I look back, I guarantee you, 10 years from now, I'm still gonna think that was such a funny moment.
I love that. See, you have to be your own number one fan.
You gotta be your own clown. That's what you're saying. Yeah, like isn't it crazy how like we might like make a joke and we're the only ones who find it funny. So like at the end of the day, you're only entertaining yourself.
That's true.
Mhm.
Honestly, I feel like that's the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was like the last video that you remember that you thought was like, okay, that was dumb, but it went like mega viral?
I'm trying to think. For me, it's usually people love when I do like those lip sync videos.
Oh yeah,
Like when it was like
the Tory.
yes, like
Vega.
the Victorious
Mhm.
spoof of Trina Vega, her one woman show, like Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Mhm.
People love when I do stuff like that. So it's like that one, the hot pot rave when I was like lip syncing.
Yes.
People love that.
They just don't like hearing you, so that's what I'm hearing.
I think so. I don't know. It's always the most randomest things that go viral. Or it's like, I remember the very first time I went mega viral on Instagram. It was like, it might be part of the Chubby Cattle group, but they don't have this restaurant anymore. It was the Wagyu House in Roland Heights,
Oh.
where you can have, you know how like when you eat meat, you smell? So they had that
Yes.
weird diffuser kind
Yeah.
of thing where you step in and it blows like
Yeah,
wind and it's not smoke. It's
It's like a sterilizer.
yeah, it's like
basically.
a sterilizer, and it just blasts you with sterilizer to make you not smell anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just literally like a 7-second video of me going in, getting blasted, and coming out.
Yeah.
People loved it.
I know. And it's like, it's just like the stuff that is not normal that they find funny. Because, yeah, I don't think they have that at any other restaurants.
No,
anymore.
and then
Unless
that
I
restaurant
visit
is not around anymore. I tried
Yeah.
going the other day, and it was like it shut down. I was
I
like,
think there's another location for that.
oh,
but
okay.
Either
it might
way.
be in Vegas, but Yeah, so it was like that one. And then people, oddly, in the past really enjoyed bone marrow content.
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
it's like
It
me
was pretty
scooping
big.
bone marrow out and eating it, or it's like I featured it once from like Foodie Land, and someone made a comment, and I still get interactions on that video to this day. This was back in
Wow.
2021,
Mm-hmm.
2022.
Mm-hmm.
We're in 2026. That TikTok still gets engagement to this day, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's because someone left a really weird comment
Yeah.
being like, if you eat bone marrow, you can become pregnant. So then
What?
I made another video of me enjoying even more bone marrow. Went viral, of course. But I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting pregnant because I'm eating so much bone marrow, and that went viral. It's like something stupid, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
People
Like that
like-
brain rot energy, like
Yeah.
the dumb energy. I think it's because
Yeah.
people are so tired of trying to think smart, and then they
Yeah.
want something to be like dumb about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's usually just, yeah, I feel like those are the main things. Or it's like my the video last year when I went to Disneyland for Lunar New Year,
Mhm.
and it was just me lip syncing, but like being silly because it was like the HOTTOGO
Oh, yeah.
at Disney, but like the Lunar New Year version. And then the summer before that, I did I made my own version of HOTTOGO, but it was at Hot Pot. So I said HOTPOT,
Yeah, something.
something like that. Like it was spelled, instead of hot
Hot
to
pot.
go, I spelled like hot pot or something.
Mhm.
Just me being silly,
Yeah.
and it went
I
viral.
know.
Yeah.
I have this one random video of people hate when like people are eating raw meat, like when you see like the pink and the red. And then like I had this one video similar to you where I posted, I think in like 2022 or something, and it's of me kind of struggling to eat this one piece of steak, again with the struggle. That's where people love seeing and watching. But this video, I was trying to bite the steak, and it was just because I think it was like really tender. So then it was just hard for me to like pull out of my mouth. And then I was kind of like looking around because I was wondering if anyone else was seeing me like struggle, because I didn't want obviously to look dumb, but I didn't really care at the same time. But it was just me trying to pull it out of my mouth, and then I had some text overlay that was like, oh my gosh, when you're hoping someone's not watching you, like struggle to eat or something. And then everyone in the comments was like, oh my gosh, the cow is still alive because it's a piece of steak, so it was like beef. So then people were like, oh my god, like it's still mooing, like the cow is mooing, and like the beef is still roaming on the grass or something, like making a joke because it's so pink and rare, which by the way, you have to eat it for that restaurant that way because it's like the most like top tasting quality. And people were just hating that it wasn't like cooked all the way, and that's why I was like struggling to eat it. But it was like funny. But I also still get comments from that's like, oh my god, the cow's still mooing and whatever. And I'm
It's
okay with it though
weird.
because it's not on me. The cow's already eaten, so like the steak is eaten.
There's also that one food video you have. I remember distinctly that's gone viral for you. It's the one where they gave you a ton of rice paper at KBBQ. It was
Oh
just
my
like
gosh, yeah.
like you ran out, and then they gave you an entire stack that was like this thick.
I know. Why is it at Korean barbecue restaurants when they obviously give you like maybe like 5 sheets of rice paper, and then the second that you ask them for more rice paper, they give you like the whole container or something? Like I swear,
I think it's just you, Nina.
no. I definitely think I've gotten this at multiple Korean barbecue restaurants, and then I feel like everyone also related to that because they kept being like everyone like was liking it and stuff, because I'm sure people do that all the time. But I don't know how much rice paper is, but like it seemed like it's not used or something. But it was like this big stack, and then I posted that short clip, and then it just went viral. But I definitely think it's probably because it was relatable that other people have seen it before.
Well, there's that video that's basically retrending for the two of us because you just posted it.
Oh,
but it was
yes.
something I posted it first last
I think it was last year.
2024.
Oh yeah.
Now, yeah, summer 2024. Nina and I we hung out with our Disney girly pop friends, and we had like a chicken potluck where we each brought different types of chicken. I decided to bring a squid ink cuttlefish chicken. Basically, it's like a fried chicken, but it's fried in like cuttlefish ink, like squid ink, so it's black. So it just looks like a burnt charred black chicken, but it's not burnt or charred. It's just like food coloring, kind of like squid ink. Yeah. And I posted it. That went crazy viral. I don't know why, because everyone's like, oh my god, that chicken, like, why are you, can't believe you're eating it, it looks so burnt, like it's dead, like it's like you like absolutely like are like a monster, da 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 da.
Yeah, like why would you eat that, like it's so charred.
Yeah,
but you know, it's the content that people don't see often. I'm telling you, it's like the stuff that like people find crazy and they're just like, huh? But I think that was a really good video. And then I just recently I asked Tiff, I was like, oh, can I like repost this but in my own version that I was also filming at, because I still had the content and I was trying to figure out what to post that day. And then like that went not as viral as the first time, but
it's doing really well.
It did pretty well, yeah. And I think it's just the content that people just don't like see often, or they don't know about, like the food or something. But it is kind of hard nowadays to find a food that
has a wow factor. Yeah.
It's like, since we're foodies, you know, like it's really hard to impress us. I'm kidding. But it's also like really hard now because everyone has like kind of the same things, like restaurants every block, you know, or like every fried chicken spot is also doing spicy like fried chicken.
Yeah. And I think because we live in LA and there's just like so much creativity when it comes to food, and I feel like we've pretty much seen it all.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know.
Challenge us.
Yeah. I kind of, it definitely makes me curious about like maybe what kind of foods we're going to see in the future, because that's kind of what I think restaurant owners think of too now when they are curating their menu, because they know like to get people in the door, you need to have some sort of like aesthetically pleasing wow factor of a food, because that's what films well. That's what's going to promote your product or your restaurant well when it's on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Because the food could taste amazing, but if it just kind of looks
like just regular
food that you can get anywhere, people, like when it comes to marketing at least, like I think people kind of will just swipe past it because it's not like they can taste it through the phone.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think it's so unfortunate because there's a lot of restaurants out there that have really good food, but then just because it's plated nice doesn't mean that it's gonna go
get people in the door,
get people's attention. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy too because like even places like Michelin star or nominated places, they could have really good food and they're obviously rated by the Michelin Guide, but then it's like they don't have that strong of marketing, or they don't really have like a lot of like attention. But it's just really interesting because food definitely deserves to be credited where it's really delicious. But yeah, those are like some random stuff that I feel like we've gotten viral for. But it's not just about the food now. I think in this space it's also about like funny content or stuff that's like educational or something, or a reaction video. I noticed those are coming back again. Yeah, like a lot of streamers, like they will react to stuff like anime shows or like K-pop performances, or like maybe like an iconic scene at the time. I'm referencing this too, was like Stranger Things, like when the finale happened, and then there was like one specific character who everyone was surprised something that had happened to a character, and people were like watching that scene like as a short clip and then reacting to it. So those are kind of coming back. And then I also noticed like videos where it's you know, where it's like guess who the girl is out of a group of 6 people. And it's like behind the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, those videos are also doing like really well, and those are getting like viral. And it's kind of like a reaction almost, because people are like watching. They could watch it and they find it funny with what the commentators are saying. But then I think it's also the layout of it is like, because there's 6 people, there's like a number attached to it. So it's like people are like, oh, I want to know who the next person who's gonna talk, or if you've seen those. Okay, it shows the shoes and then they're hiding the outfit and the face, and people are talking. There's a guy or something, and they're interviewing each person behind the screen to see if they mesh with them. And then each round, after they eliminate someone, they raise like the wall, and then trying to find who they're like going to be attracted to behind like a wall, like the blind dating.
Okay, so it's kind of like the mystery factor.
Yeah, the mystery factor
that gets you to keep watching the video because you
Yes.
want to see the reveal at the end.
Yeah, and then you're also probably watching for like each contestant when they talk because it's like someone new. So it's kind of like there's a story in that way because there's like, okay, one person, okay, who's the next one, and then people keep watching that. So, and it's so interesting because technically the setup of that, I'm sure there's a lot of production and they probably have multiple cameras and microphones, but it's like they only have, they're in a white background, like a white set, and then that's it. And they just have a table and then a screen and chairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those I think are like trending again, but it's interesting because like experiences too, I think are trending.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you know, run clubs and stuff.
Oh, yes.
Run clubs or like I don't know, Pilates meetups or something.
That's true. There's a lot of those these days.
Yeah, I don't know how it got like super viral again, but I think it's because people crave community. So
Yeah, people crave community, especially in our age. Like, I think you and I are just very lucky that we've been able to maintain friendships from childhood, college. But let's say like you're a transplant from a different city and you come move to LA. Like, I think it is very hard to find that community, build friendships, and I think that's why people have been forming these clubs so they can meet people, make friends. And I think that's so awesome. I think you can like it's cool seeing people make clubs out of everything. Like I swear I saw something on TikTok. People were doing like a pastry walk.
yeah.
You know, some girl set up a pastry walk. I don't know if it was in LA or one of the big cities. I think it might have been LA, but it's like people signed up for it and like there was like a draw, like not everyone could participate, right? But then it's like they routed like a whole walk throughout LA and you would walk to each participating bakery or restaurant, whatever, and then you could like redeem a pastry. And then I think some guy put together like a matcha event where people who love matcha could like meet up and then there was probably some sort of activity or some sort. But I think it's just so cool because people are creating events that are not necessarily just like run clubs anymore.
Yeah. It's like representing like one thing or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people did that? I was thinking of that cake picnic.
Yes. I want to do that this year, Nina.
Yeah,
I
so
want to participate.
Some people like, I think it was started in New York or something.
San Francisco.
And then everyone brought a cake to this massive cake picnic, so it was only cakes, and then people would vote on like the best looking cake or something, because I'm not sure if they like decorated it, but I think there was definitely like different tiers.
Like you could try different samples and then like you vote on what like the taste of the cake and things like that, which I think is so cool. I know there was an LA one and I think there's a San Diego one in progress.
Ooh, yeah.
But I really hope we can do the LA this one.
Yeah.
Like
I think
my
friend did the LA one this year. So
really?
like,
Did she like it?
she thought it was really fun, and then there was like a lot of cakes, but she said that there was a lot of people too.
Oh, I bet. I mean,
I think it's because LA was like doing it after it blew up.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I feel like it'd be super cool to put something together like that. But I love planning like events and parties and things.
Yeah. I like pop-up events, like where something different.
Yeah.
We just went to what's it called? Or actually I just went, I didn't even go to it recently. I'm so sorry. I'm talking about like so a few months ago. So it's not even recent. There's a lot of ramen brands doing a lot of pop-ups with like anime stuff or like something random. And I went to like Comic-Con, and then like Maruchan was doing like a pop-up there, and they were doing like a spin the wheel. It was like decorated very like Japanese. I also did a Maruchan, I think, event with Pac-Man, and then
that's cool.
So there's a lot of collaborations, and even boba shops too. They've been doing like One Piece and boba, or they're doing like Demon Slayer. There was that one, you know, that Boba Fool or Boba Bear or something. It was, or Bobatology.
The Kaizen.
Yeah,
Boba Bear was doing like Demon Slayer stuff.
Yeah,
right?
They were doing a Demon Slayer like Mugen Train, which is like one of the movies that they have, and they transformed the space, but it was only for like a limited time. So I think those type of events do really well. But it sucks because some people can only go to that one time and they can't go again after you post it. But yeah, I like pop-up events. Like, those are fun.
Yeah, they're really fun and just like unique, even though it's like limited time. But I'm like, it makes sense because it's not sustainable forever sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of new pop-up events happen for the rest of this year. I feel like people are starting to get really creative with their events, and like the activities at events have gotten a lot better over the years. The goodie bags have gotten like really good too. Yeah,
people
I'm
are
excited.
very giving now. Like,
I think
for the
and
past
very thoughtful when it comes to like putting on these events.
I know some of the random like events, they've been so giving with freebies. Even like my friends who do marathons, they get a lot of like free nutritional things, and I'm like, wow. But obviously they have to pay for the race, but it's like
yeah, I mean, even just like, so I was like telling Nina, I have these weighted plushies I bought from this brand called Give Hugs, and it started by the TikToker Lexi Hensler, and it's super awesome. She did a pop-up in Venice end of last year, and I just went because I love plushies, and like I wanted to see what the hype is about these weighted ones, because apparently they're microwavable, so they're like warm, so it's like perfect if you have cramps. You can also put them in the freezer, so you can like, it can be like cold, and I thought that was so cool. But I went, and I guess I went just to visit the pop-up and buy my own plushies. But I was like lucky to get one of the goodie bags that she was giving out that she had like made for her influencer media event that she had like a couple nights prior. But I scored one of the goodie bags. It is so cool. Like, I got a Bae's tote bag in the tote bag goodie bag, and like a big massive it's almost like an airplane pillow, but you cannot bring it on an airplane because it is so massive. And like some really nice expensive skincare products. And I was like, wow, this is really nice and thoughtful, because the Bae's tote bag itself retails for like $100. And I was like, wow,
I know, that's a pretty good deal.
Like it's better than getting like keychains and stickers. You know,
I haven't gotten a lot of like PR. Like I actually try not to get too much PR, which is like the products that people send, because I don't usually film at home. But then this past like holidays, I had like this $0 gift exchange, and then I put a lot of the PR that I don't like use into like one big box, and then that was like the most stolen gift from that gift exchange.
And I think it's great because it's like you're not letting it go to waste, and like you're giving it a new home.
It's wanted.
Yeah, people want that stuff, because I mean, last year for my birthday, I literally did a white elephant exchange with all the PR I've received, and people loved it, because it's like, I can't use all the skincare I receive, I can't eat all the snacks and drinks I receive, and so I just give it to my friends who don't really get PR, right, because they're not creators. They love it. And I actually make like goodie bags and PR boxes for my friends throughout the year. So when I meet up with them for like dinner and stuff, I'll be like, here's your goodie bag. And it's like chips, skincare, drinks, matcha. And I recently, or end of last year, I like went to dinner with some of my closest friends. And then I usually give the girls goodie bags, but this time their boyfriends were at the dinner too. So I made the boyfriends, who are also my friends, instead of giving the girls the goodie bags this time, I made PR boxes for the boys.
Aww.
And I filled it with like some like momofuku noodles, like chili oil, you know, just like garlic, like things they could use when they cook, or like bread. They love that stuff. Yeah, so I was like, so the boys they were like, oh my god, it's so cool. Yeah, they're like, because they don't really get to experience that stuff too, you know?
Like, I think a lot of the boyfriends are like forgotten.
Yeah.
Like during the like when the girls do things, and then like everyone obviously gets stuff for the girls, and then or like the girlfriends give each other stuff, and if the boyfriend's tagging along, like they probably don't get anything.
Yeah, so I was just like, you know, I want my guy friends to feel seen.
Yeah. That's very nice of you. Very kind. Yeah. Maybe I'll start getting PR, but I also feel a little lazy, like, to do the PR.
Yeah, no, I feel you, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I have to film for this.
And sometimes like products are kind of hard to like sell, but it's so surprising how like TikTok Shop has like blown up, because like everyone is like, oh yeah, like TikTok Shop is the place to go, and it's honestly like it is, because sometimes I'll like look there and it's so easy to like
I buy a lot of
cool.
stuff from TikTok Shop now.
Yeah, I bought a lot of like my Christmas gifts from like TikTok Shop.
Yeah, Christmas gifts, clothes.
Yeah, clothes.
No,
like,
I bought your
knickknacks.
Christmas gift through TikTok Shop, the pop art
Ooh.
official one. I had to sit through a freaking
the
live stream to get it, and I had never done that before, but I was like, I know Nina would love this and she wants this, and it's so hard to get, so I literally sat through the live stream on TikTok Shop to get it for her.
She got me this like shrimp tempura labubu that I've been wanting, but I didn't get my hands on it at the time because it was just so hard. And then
it's also an earphone case, which I think is very practical. So I was like, at least it's not just another bag charm, like it's like there's use, like you could put stuff in it.
Yeah, I gave Tiff like, it was so funny because you can get it while I explain it, but it's like this one gift where it's like a gumball machine and you can actually put candy in it, but it's like a picture frame that you can hang on your wall. And she made a small comment about it, like when we were at this one like golf restaurant bar thing. She's like, I wanted those so bad. And then that's how it like looks like.
You frame it, right?
You frame it.
It's a frame, but it's an actual like dispenser, so you can put candy with
yes
in it and use it, and it'll come out.
Yes.
Like picture frame.
Yeah.
So I was like, I told you, I was like, oh, I've been seeing this online. I really want it, and I saw it at the restaurant. I was like hanging in the hallway.
And she was like, oh, I've always wanted that. And then I just like, at the time I was thinking of getting her this other gift, and then I was like,
what were you gonna get me?
I was gonna get you something for like just one bite, like a custom thing, but then I ended up not getting it. But then either way, I was like, oh, she made that comment, and I was like, wait, I'll just get that. And then it's funny because when I gave her the gift, she was like, how did you know? Like,
yeah, I totally forgot that I told her.
Yeah.
But that it was like, yeah, it was a while ago, and it's just like in passing, you know.
Yeah. If anything, that could go viral next.
I hope so. We gotta hang it up.
I know.
It'll be my first decor. On the wall.
If you guys saw like the last episode about putting self-care into your environment. But yeah, either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the core did not start. But hopefully like you watch us again for next week. As you know, we release episodes every week, and we have it on YouTube and Spotify. You can follow us also on Just One Bite Pod on Instagram and our respective channels. And which you heard at the beginning of the video. Either way, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.